This is the Victorinox Alox 2023 Limited Edition. It's called the Classic SD here. Take note of this when we compare earlier versions. This is the 2019 Alox Limited Edition. Notice it just says Classic on it and left out the SD. The SD stands for screwdriver tip, by the way. Let's look at another year. The 2020 version of this limited edition run. It still says Classic on it. And yet the 2021 version, the box also says Classic. Alright, let's explore the 2023 version which says Classic SD. And each year of the limited edition run has a different color Alox to it. Let's put the rest away for now. As we open the box, we see this delightful little Swiss Army knife that is strikingly bright. Victorinox calls it electric yellow, stamped with the year 2023 in a nice contrasting blue. The main blade is precise and sharp. Right next to it is the Classic SD nail file with screwdriver tip. Like all classics, it customarily has a keyring. On the other side, we have the ever so famous Classic scissors, a wondrous tool that's helped a whole bunch of people around the world. The color's astounding. I said that already. But it creates a very nice tonal effect with the brass pins that keep this knife together. Opening the 2019 Alox Limited Edition Classic, as it's called, the customary card congratulating you on your ownership is included. But look at the box compared to the latest 2023 version. The 2019 has a plastic layer that holds the tool in place. Emblazoned with the year 2019 in a grey hot stamp. It sits against an Alox color known as champagne gold. Here's a quick compare of the color of hot stamp on both. They both look spectacular and have different contrasts against the year stamp and the brass pins. Looking at it more closely, you have the main blade. And as you probably notice, although it's called the Classic, it really has the Classic SD nail file. Oh, don't you just love that spring click? Then you have the 58mm series of scissors. Here, 2019's champagne gold next to 2023's electric yellow again. The Alox scales also act as the outer liners of the knife. So technically it has no handles, which would explain the absence of the scale tools, the toothpick and tweezers. And let's open another year, shall we? This is the Alox Limited Edition of 2020. It's still called Classic. Sitting in the exact same box as 2019 with the plastic holder tray, the color is called aqua blue. At first glance, when opening the main blade, you can already see the beautiful contrast between the blue hues and the brass pins. The 58mm scissors that many love and carry with them. The keyring and the year of stamp is in white against the aqua blue Alox. And again, although called the Classic, it has a Classic SD implement. Let's line these up for you to look at the colors. Let's open up the 2021 version. That's also called Classic. See how there's a shift in 2021 for the packaging, where this foam is used to keep the tool in place within the box. I'd much prefer if Victorinox would standardize all packages to be with this foam, instead of the plastic insert that you see earlier in 2019, or even the all paper carton packaging as present. I accept that using plastic like this 2020 box does not paint Victorinox as a company promoting sustainability. The foam packaging of 2019 has a soft touch and will less likely be hard on the finishing of the tools placed within. The 2023 carton packaging feels cheap, although they tried very hard by making it this charcoal black. Nonetheless, it does hold the tool in place. Alright, back to the 2021 Classic. Victorinox calls the color Tiger Orange, and the year of the stamp is white as in the 2020 version. Putting the 2023 version next to it, you can see how both have different color of year stamps to contrast with the Alox colors themselves. Called the Classic but with the SD nail file. And here's the scissors. Alright, let's hear it click. The nail file we saw, and the main blade. So let's line them up and compare the colors again. Where's 2022, you might ask? Well, I don't have it. But the color is called Thunder Grey. Here's a picture and it's more subdued. I'll show you the 2022 Thunder Grey Limited Edition version of the Pioneer soon in another video. So subscribe to my channel so you won't miss that. Very lovely indeed, and I don't have to mention how this appeals to the female gender because of its size and weight, utility and function, and really striking color combinations. What do you think? Comment below if you have thoughts. Now, if you don't like these limited edition runs, Victorinox does produce the Classic Precious series that also has some stunning colors and differently textured Alox scales with a woven pattern against the traditional raised squares. This regular but older Classic SD happens to also be called Classic on its packaging, although it distinctively has the screwdriver tip on its nail file and not the older pointed nail cleaner tool. So this only proves that Victorinox has indeed discontinued the Classic with the pointed nail file, but continued to market the Classic SD as Classics until this year in 2023, when it changed the naming convention. There will be no more 58mm Classics henceforth, and they will all be known as Classic SD. Right then, subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you in the next one.